Now we are in front of the famous Boca Mixtura. I'm doing my daily ritual where I have my coffee and I get myself organized for the rest of the day. You first. Gracias.
¿Lo puede abrir, por favor?
Gracias, jefe.
Velvet on my skin, skin, skin. The way you pull me in. Tell me where you've been. It's time for us to win. Call your sister, tell her wait. Call your brother, tell him wait. Tell the people that you know that you found a better day. Call your sister, call your brother, call the city, call the city, call the city. Are you a ghost? Shake the walls and make a toast. You be that silver lining that I wanted for the most. I got a key, start the engine, drive the coast. Don't need no air, I stay down here, I never boast. Well, I'm gone. Call your sister, tell her wait, tell your sister.
Eso es bastante.
I gotta do an audio voiceover from my walkthrough on Plaza 24 September or Plaza 24 de Septiembre. This is in the center of Santa Cruz, the oldest, most historic part. I don't really know much about the history here, but I was told that the day I walked through was Carnival, and I thought it would be a cool cultural experience. I wanted to go check it out. I got in the Uber, and as I got into town, the streets shut down because I guess it was going crazy for Carnival. And my Uber driver asked me if he could just let me out a couple blocks away from the cathedral, and I just said, okay. So I was walking through Centro by myself. I didn't know anyone, I didn't really know the layout. I kind of just know my directions, north, south, east, west. And I knew which direction I had to go generally, and also when I see more people and the crowd get bigger and bigger, you kind of know you're going in the right direction. But when I was walking the streets by myself, I felt like I was in a Clint Eastwood cowboy movie. It was pretty cool. There was also another factor of danger, I was definitely looking over my shoulder and had my hands in my pockets the whole time and kept a low profile. It was a little nerve-wracking. It was definitely fun, but I wouldn't recommend going alone. Definitely try to go with friends. I was fine, nothing happened to me. It was just one of those things where it's like, okay, I'm glad I did this, probably not doing it again. And because of that, I didn't even want to stay for the actual festival, because if I was that sketched out and it was still daylight, I was just thinking about the nighttime when it's dark and there's swarms of people. So I wanted to get out before anything sketchy happened. And then I went to this restaurant, Casa del Campo, took a photo with a sombrero on, because I guess that's an iconic thing to do, and called it a day. If you're enjoying this content, like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. I pretty much figured out my impression of Santa Cruz in the first day, because I spent the year living in Paraguay, and I love Paraguay. I just wanted to try something different so I'd have some reference points, some comparisons, some contrasts. I touched base in Santa Cruz on my first day, getting through customs. Oh my God, that was one of the longest custom lines I've ever been through in my life. And then I had to sign this form, but the form was entirely in Spanish. And I was just so confused because I couldn't understand any of it. And then some guy just took pity on my soul, and he pointed at a QR code that I could scan with my phone. And there's an English option, so you could fill out the form online. And that was perfect. So I got through that. In Santa Cruz, the airport I landed at was Fori, and Uber works really well there. And the first thing I noticed from driving from the airport to my part of town, which is Equipetrol, the nicest part of town, is that the roads are amazing in comparison to Paraguay. And the drivers are pretty good too. I never felt like my life was in danger when I got in an Uber. It's not as warm and fuzzy as it was in Paraguay. However, I still had good vibes while I was there. I had a good time, no one gave me any problems. Though the one thing that was tough about being in Bolivia was finding people who speak English. Not common at all. I don't speak Spanish, so I go to Western Union. You need cash to take out cash. I don't have cash. Why do you need the cash? Because they don't just take your passport, they need you to photocopy your passport. How do you photocopy your passport? You go next door to the photocopy center, but that guy only takes cash, or he takes pity on you and trusts that you're gonna come back and pay him back if he gives you the photocopy for free, which is what happened for me. And then, yeah, I got my cash, and then I was able to go to the laundromat and get my laundry done. So that was cool, but still kind of a rough experience. The heat's pretty brutal over there. Because of the layout of the city, I felt like I was breathing in fumes from the cars and the construction all the time. And then, yeah, the last thing I didn't like is the poverty. I have never seen more kids on the street. I wouldn't write Santa Cruz off because of that. It has a lot of potential. It's gonna be on the up and up for the next 20 to 30 years following Paraguay. I think the trend is Santa Cruz is like 2 or 3 years behind Asuncion, maybe 5. But Asuncion is gonna be on a good run for the next 20 to 30 years. So I'm excited to see changes in the region, and I'll be back in Santa Cruz for sure.